Yang Berhormat Said Ibrahim Saidno, esteemed speakers, presenters, and participants. Assalamualaikum and good morning. Welcome to the third International Conference on Palestine Studies, organized by the Sani Center for Palestine Studies at University Malaya and the International Institute of Advanced Islamic Studies. We're pleased to have 7 guest speakers and 13 presenters at the conference this year. The title, The Genocide in Gaza, was decided a year ago after we had concluded the previous conference. Genocide is defined as the denial of a right of a people to exist and the attempt to annihilate them. It was in January this year, the ICJ had ruled that Israel is plausibly committing genocide in Gaza. But it was already clear to us long before that. As someone who has been involved in relief work in Gaza for 16 years, and with the team for Viva Palestina Malaysia on the ground in Gaza, working daily since October 7 last year, we have had to address the critical needs arising from various aspects of genocide. We had to give food aid to the population that was starving because Israel prevents or restricts food and essential supplies coming into Gaza. We have to give tents to people who have been displaced from forcible transfers. We set up shelter classrooms due to the destruction of schools. We set up mobile clinics because essential infrastructure like hospitals were bombed, and support the families who lost their breadwinners from mass killings and bombings. Here at the Hashim Sani Center, we have been deeply affected by the genocide also. Dr. Rifat Al-Arir, the poet, writer, and lecturer, who was killed in an Israeli airstrike on December the 6th last year, was a senior non-resident scholar at our center. Well, Dr. Raid Kadura, who did his MA at University Malaya here, and in fact, he designed the logo for our center. He was a presenter at our conference on settler colonialism 2 years ago, and he was killed in an Israeli airstrike with 55 members of his family, including all his children, last year in November. Our research fellow, Dr. Muhammad Al-Akkad, who is presenting this morning, was also living under genocide for 6 months before he managed to leave Gaza with his wife and children and come here. And yet, despite the immense suffering endured by the people of Gaza, in these 14 months of genocide, there's been a concerted effort to silence Palestinian voices by the global powers and Western media. So for this conference, we made a conscious decision to center the voices of those who have been directly impacted by this ongoing tragedy by inviting Palestinian academics and researchers to cover various aspects of this genocide. We have presentations on the way the genocide has been covered in the media, on the impact of the attacks on the health and education sectors, the targeting of children in genocide, and the impacts on reproductive health in Gaza, among other topics. Our keynote speakers are Dr. Mahmoud Al-Ritani, Associate Professor in Linguistics and Translation at Hamad bin Khalifa University in Qatar, Mr. Ahmad Al-Nawouk, the journalist, founder of We Are Not Numbers and Palestine Deep Dive in the UK, Dr. Noor Naim, specialist in artificial intelligence and a founder of AI Minds in Turkey, Dr. Yusuf Al-Jamal, the writer and translator, as well as a senior non-resident scholar at our center, Mr. Muhammad Shihada, a prolific writer and analyst, and Dr. Malaka Shweikh, who will speak online, and she's an associate professor in international relations at the University of St. Andrews in the UK. We're also pleased to announce that His Excellency Puan from the Palestinian ambassador to the UK has agreed to speak tomorrow morning live from the UK at 9 a.m. If you would please listen in. I hope you all take the chance to engage with our speakers who have come from various parts of the Palestinian diaspora. The world cannot turn away from the atrocities committed against the people of Gaza and the Palestinians. We must confront these realities with courage and clarity and reject any attempts to sanitize or justify crimes against humanity. This conference is a step towards breaking the silence, exposing the truth, and galvanizing action. May this conference be an opportunity for us to learn more and to act upon what we learn, inshallah. And inshallah, next year, the topic for our conference will be rebuilding Gaza. Thank you.